Today we will be giving our tech talk on SumoLogic, which is a cloud-based log management and analytics service that leverages machine-generated big data to deliver real-time IT insights. But why SumoLogic or any other log management tool? First of all, log management tools can reduce mean time to identification and resolution by providing contextual analysis. They also improve team collaboration by using a single source of truth that can be securely analyzed. Lastly, a unified logs and metrics solution eliminates the need for multiple tools by lowering the total cost. Since it is a cloud based solution, scaling is taken care of and it depends on how much the enterprise is willing to spend. Most of us will be using the Sumo Logic service for at least one of the three following reasons. For DevOps, it allows DevOps team to monitor key performance indices to deliver quality software, less time troubleshooting and more time developing code. For IT operations, it extracts valuable information and such as latencies, performance metrics, trend, and any critical events tied with the core system. For the compliance and security, SumoLogic helps organizations simplify and automate compliance and security monitoring across their entire stack using predictive analysis. So, what kind of data can SumoLogic ingest? We can ingest data from just about any source you can imagine, structured or unstructured. Here are just a few of the devices, applications, and frameworks you may be using, all of which produce data that SumoLogic can ingest and analyze. The left hand side represent the technology stack from custom application code all the way down to your network devices. The right can represent your infrastructure. Here is a high level architecture overview of the SumoLogic ecosystem. SumoLogic data flow is broken into three main areas: data collection through configurable collectors and sources. Collectors collect, compress, cache, and encrypt the data for secure transfer. Second is search and analyze. Users can run searches and correlate events in real time across the entire application stack. We will be spending most of our time in this area during the presentation, as this is most likely what you will first be doing as a new user. The third is visualizing and monitoring. Users have the ability to create custom dashboards to help you easily monitor your data in real time. Custom alerts notify you when specific events are identified across your stack. This is a great example where we can see a typical customer. This customer is sending web server logs files to the Sumo Logic service. Host A and host B are sending a couple of log files through a locally installed Sumo Logic collector. In the case of host C, which is sending IIS log files, it is using a hosted collector where a local script in host C can send data to an HTTP endpoint by running curl or post commands. Hosted collectors are also able to load data from AWS S3 buckets. Hosted collectors allow for seamless collection from Amazon S3 buckets and HTTP sources. Hosted collectors don't require installation or activation, nor do hosted collectors have physical requirements since they are hosted in AWS. Because there are no performance issues to consider, you can configure as many S3 and HTTP sources as you like for a single hosted collector. Then we have install collectors. Sumo Logic install collectors are lightweight and efficient. You can choose to install a small number of collectors to minimize maintenance or just because you want to keep a topology simple like in the centralized data collection. Install collectors are deployed in your environment, either on a local machine or a machine in your organization or even an Amazon machine image. Install collectors require a software download and most data is generated in the cloud and by the cloud services and is collected via Sumo Logic's cloud integration. Logic local collector is installed on all target hosts and where possible sends log data produced on those target hosts directly to Sumo Logic backend via HTTP connections. Installed collectors have no hardware requirement and they can be automated using automation tools like Chef, Puppet, and other scripting, or using Ansible as well. One of the cons of install collector is they require outbound internet access, and they also use host resources such as memory and CPU. Great, data is ingested into the Sumo Logic service, but else is also happening in the background. So every single message that makes into the Sumo Logic is going to be tagged by at least 5 different fields. This table shows the 5 main tags. This is incredibly important because this is how you are going to be searching the data once it makes into the system. In particular, I want to point out the source category metadata field, as choosing the right naming convention can make a big impact on your searching capabilities and performance. By creating good source category names, you can access logs across the entire stack or a given host or from a given character. Now, time for a demo. Demo screen dashboard. We will go to the setup wizard. Since we have no live servers, we are going to upload the files manually for our log data. So it's going to Apache. Apache access is a source category. Choose the file. We'll ignore the UTC time in the log file. Continue. It's going to upload. So log data has been uploaded. Let's go to the dashboard. So it will automatically start parsing the log data. But let us. But what if we want for the last 15 minutes? So we can just directly do last 15 or last 60 minutes of data. But what if we want for the last 45 minutes only? So we'll do 45 minutes. What about 45 days, 45 hours? And what about 15 minutes but with a 30 minute offset? So this is how it works. So let us do something more intelligent. Let us check for all the 404 errors. So we have just one page where we have all the 404 errors here. But 404 errors can come also into the size field here. So let us make it more intelligent. So we'll just grab this, pass the selected text, make this as URL, make this as status code, and this as size. Submit. So it will automatically create the parsing for us. We'll do start, and as you can see, you got the size here, it's the status code and the URL. Now let us do something more intelligent. Let's see what are the counts of the errors. Uh, so we'll do count by status code. For 200, we have the highest number of counts, and for there are 344 errors. And we can also see it in the bar form here. Let us now make some intelligent coding here. And use it 5 minutes. Last 12 hours. So as you can see, you get it in the grid form for every 5 minutes. It shows the number of 401s and 201 status codes. Let's see how it looks into the histogram form. So as you can see, it gives a good picture of how things work here. So we can do it in 30 minutes. So it looks okay. So this is a much better clear, and you can see it in the line form. The relative. So the green one is the 200, and the purple one is the 400 ones, and you can see them in the pie chart form, area form, and then you can update the dashboard here, and you can add it to the dashboard. Add. So this is our actual chart here. So you can drag and drop all the panels in the dashboard. So this is how it gives a good picture for the dashboard. So we have other log management tools as well, which competes with SumoLogic. Some of them are Splunk, New Relic, Datadog, App Dynamics, Logly, and a few others. Any questions?